What's up, everybody? Christopher Leon Johnson here. So glad, happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm doing a quick video. I'm just gonna do it and just upload it, just save it and put it on my page. So I'm doing this quick video because I saw this recently on the what's up, Deanna? So I saw this recently on what's up, Brian? What's up? I guess I saw this recently on Mayor Adams' Instagram. Mayor Adams' Twitter about him litigating all the charter bus companies that are shipping all the migrants to New York City. Now, when I saw this lawsuit, in my mind, the way I felt about it was, this is nothing but a photo op lawsuit. Well, yeah, really, I get it, Deanna. Yeah, he is. It's nothing but a photo op lawsuit. The lawsuit's not going to really stick. You know, the real truth is like the bus companies is doing what Abbott tell them to do. Abbott is making that executive, is doing that, letting these guys in, and he's shipping to New York. So there's nothing you can really do about that. He need to sue Governor Abbott, but he won't do it because he's still trying to get a much Republican support for 2025. And just in case he loses that Democratic primary, he's going to run on that Republican line, and he don't want to piss off the Republicans by suing Governor Abbott. So we don't know what's going on here. So he's trying to do whatever he got to do to make sure that he doesn't piss off the Republican Party and just sue the charter bus companies. Now, the reason I'm doing this quick video because I want to make this point, right? This mayor is technically allowing this stuff to happen. He won't say anything about the nonprofits that are allowing this stuff to happen, like Make the Road New York and the NYIC La Colmena, and Worker Justice Project and Envision Freedom Fund. He won't say anything about that at all. Yeah, he won't say anything. He won't say anything about those nonprofits that be out at City Hall Park all the time, that be at Park Row, that be at Broadway Murray, be at the court steps with no permits, with bullhorns, saying that the mayor need to do this, mayor need to do that. And the reason I'm doing this quick video because what I saw on Wednesday, right? What I saw on Wednesday with I believe it was Wednesday, before the stated session charter with NYIC Drivers Unite, and that's my boy. And we was out there because we wanted to see what happened with Transall, but they wasn't out there. So we walked through on Park Row, and we saw this thing. We saw the mayor motorcade. I think everybody saw the video. The mayor motorcade came. I didn't think the mayor was inside. They bought he was already in, but they bought the motorcade. So he came. NYIC Drivers Unite had a bullhorn. And he started calling to me. The video speaks for itself. And everything happened. He got arrested. He got detained. He got taken away. He took the first precinct. He got a ticket. And that's what it is. But my point is, if that was the NYIC, let's say that was Murad Alwood, or that was Yesenia Mata, who had like a NYIC shirt on, or NYIC hat, or a La Colmena t-shirt, and they had a bullhorn, and they saw the mayor or the mayor motorcade, and they're saying that, oh, protect the migrants. We love the migrants. We love them all. They want to do that same thing. They want to go out there. The mayor's office, protecting detail, want to go out there. Yeah. He had his chrome. Yeah. It's on his detail. His detail will never go out that gate and tell that person like the city Mata or one of their organizers to get off the megaphone. You know why? Because the nonprofits got this guy in. The nonprofits have the Latino vote. So he don't want to lose that vote, especially in the more like Jackson Heights pockets, the Corona pockets, the Astoria pockets, and mainly Bushwick pockets. And then in the Bronx, it's like Parkchester and a little part of South Bronx. Yeah, he don't want to lose those votes. So what happens is, to prevent that happening, he just let the stuff rock. Now, and they'll say, well, he didn't have a permit. Okay, fine. But you'd be surprised of how many times these nonprofits out there, these rallies, and they have megaphones and big amplification devices and all this ridiculous stuff, and nothing ever happens to them. The cops always say, nah, you can't do that, because you know why? Like I said, because they run the show. They own those politicians, and they own those politicians that fund the NYPD to get at them, because they don't want to lose their votes. They don't want to lose their support. And all you got to look at, and the thing about the nonprofits, especially the immigration-based nonprofits, is that you always got to look at who's on the board and who's on the advisory board, because sometimes the advisory board has a bigger influence than the board. Usually the board will be full of people that are nothing but shills. That will just vote. They'll vote whatever the executive director wants them to vote. But the advisory board usually the most influential people. Now, when it comes to advisory boards of nonprofits, advisory board members could be like the most influential people in the political world. You could just have the most influential people on the advisory board, and usually they have the sway of what goes on. Yeah, he doesn't have. They have it because Antifa has a big sway of the government. Majority of people in the city council are down with Antifa, like Sandy Nurse, Tippy Gaban, Chiose, he came through Warriors in the Garden, right? The Warriors in the Garden got a lot of foundation funding. Chiose co-founded Warriors in the Garden. Warriors in the Garden was like one of the big time organizations that was marching for Black Lives Matter in 2020 with George Floyd. So you got to think about that. Then you have like a Sandy Nurse, you have Chiose, you have Tippy Gaban, you have I think that's it. But maybe it's those three. But then you have more of them, but they're not that really influential. You got Natasha Williams. Hey, what's up, Law? What's up, GB? Hi, BY. But Natasha Williams is down with the Justice League. But the Justice League don't do stuff like that. They don't really go crazy like that. But when it comes to organizations like Warriors in the Garden, that was found by Chill say, yeah, you're gonna expect that. They was out there doing the Black Lives Matter rallies, and they be in the front, marching in front of the banners because they're celebrities. Like especially the Bernard chick, the Jamaican writer chick, she's like that. So going forward, like when it comes to these nonprofits, you always got to get at them. You always got to really call these nonprofits out. Now, when it comes to Catholic charities, they only have a small part of it. They don't have a big part of it. People just like to say their name because it's not. Catholic charity is not that really powerful in New York City politics anymore. They're not. You don't see them really out there that much. You know, it's mainly in New York City politics, the nonprofits that are powerful. The most powerful one is the NYIC. You always got to look at the New York Immigration Coalition. They want to do all the policy do the big time policy when it comes to immigration-based law. And then you got to look at, like I said, Make the Road New York. Then you got to look at La Colmena. Then you got to look at Workers' Justice Project. Then you got to look at Nice for Workers. Because Nice for Workers, now the new the former executive director is now the commissioner of the New York City Immigration Department. So you got to remember that the immigration commissioner used to be the executive director for Nice for Workers, NICE. Just put DSA. The DSA is not that powerful. You know why? Because they only have a few members in the city council, and they got a few members in the state assembly of states. It's like 11 in the state. I think it's about 6 or 7 in the state, and it's like only a few in the New York City Council. The only thing the DSA has is the numbers. The DSA power are the numbers. They can get numbers, but when it comes to real political power, they don't really have that much political power, right? The main one that had the political power was the Working Families. The New York State Working Families Party is the NYWP. The NYWP has the political power. The DSA just have the numbers. And what happens is the WP exploits the DSA because they have the numbers. You need the numbers, right? So the DSA can get 25 people out for a rally for some BS topic on a bad day. That's not good for anybody that's against it. And it benefits anybody else. You can exploit that. So that's what happens with the DSA. But the DSA does no policy. The main one that does policy is the WP. The Working Families Party does policy. But the Working Families Party owns all those nonprofits. They run all of them. The NYIC, La Colmena, Make the Road New York, the New York Community for Change, Envision Freedom Fund, Worker Justice Project. It's a lot of them. I mean, it's a lot of those especially the immigration-based nonprofits. That's the issue, right? So you got this mayor who's so scared of them, he's not gonna do anything about it. He's not gonna say anything like, well, maybe we need to start investing our money and do cuts to the immigration-based nonprofits. That happens, they'll be all outside of towns in Fort Louis, Jersey, or Bed-Stuy or Gracie Mansion, saying you're gonna change that or else. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's just like this mayor. You have to really start calling this guy out on the more hardcore things. You got to strike the heart into this stuff, because if you really don't, they're not gonna really care. They're not gonna really get scared. You know, that's my advice. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I saw this law, so it's like, yeah, this is not about a photo op. It's BS. The charter bus companies, they gonna circumvent the law, They're gonna go to New Jersey. They're gonna go to NJ, like NJ, and they're gonna go to Secaucus and get on the train from there, and that's it. But how much money New Jersey's gonna lose? New Jersey Transit is gonna lose because of stuff. Probably about millions of dollars, because I think a ride from Secaucus to New York on the New Jersey Transit is about, I think, like $6. You times that by 300. It's a lot of money, especially per day. It's a lot of money. You know what I mean? It's just like that. You know what I mean? The NJ Transit is gonna lose a lot of money. Eventually, very soon, NJ Transit is gonna really start telling the mayor, like, yo, what's going on here? We're going to, like, it's gonna go left. And I don't want to give the Rise Alliance, because I can get them right now and say, look, the Rise Alliance is not saying anything about this. They're not saying anything about that. The Rise Alliance is a nonprofit that they're like the de facto go-to organization for the elected officials to advocate, and the MTA in New York City to advocate for transit-related issues for passengers, right? Now, where is the Rise Alliance or regional plan? And the regional plan, same thing. The regional plan is still is part of the tri-state nonprofit. Where is where is these nonprofits when it comes to for NJ Transit losing money? They won't. Why? Because they work with the WLP. That's what it is. So you got to call this mayor out on bullshit. You got to call this mayor out. That's my advice, is to call this mayor out on the bullshit. You have to. Because if you don't, then you see what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. The nonprofits get a champion. They said they should be buried for what they do. It's about to go. Take care. Peace out. I gotta bounce. Later.